So rewatching Avatar. We're gonna watch Avatar next week. Um, what Tara brought up, and I was like, this is actually really fascinating. I didn't think of it this way. Is it took a colonial to it's a colonizer movie, essentially, right?
Yeah.
The indigenous are they're trying to kick out, right? But why did you require a colonial to save you in this situation still?
Yeah,
Why
I
couldn't you do
heard
it
that. I
yourself?
heard that the white savior complex.
Oh, dude, yeah. When you brought it up, I was like, that's true. Because in the movie, he was like, I have these kingdoms. Like, he became the like leader because he was able to control the mightiest dragon. And it's like, why did it take a colonial to save the indigenous?
Hmm.
Why couldn't they do it themselves? You know? And it's funny you said that because um we were talking about like in my professional life, we were talking about uh colonial constructs and how they can make their way into everything in a very subtle way, right? So like example, you take a photo of nature without people in it, it suggests that that's something to be conquered. Right? I can climb that mountain. I can go do this, which is a colonial construct. I can get one over on nature. Right? So subtle, but it's
Hmm.
true. It's like, oh yeah, that is a very colonial construct. So watching Avatar again, I'm like, it's so subtle, but it took a colonial to save the natives. You know, but then I was also thinking like maybe it's the merging of the two because he's still in the Avatar body, so maybe it's like the lesson
I
was
think
that he
it's.
needs.
I don't think it's.
I don't
Yeah, I
know.
don't think it's like that. I think it's more like the connection to. It's a reflection of liking their nature or uh their culture. It's more like what was the word that they always use? Like cultural appropriation, but I don't think it's appropriation. It's more like appreciation.
He realized an aspect that he was missing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that still doesn't take away from the fact that it required a colonial person to bring balance to the force.
Yeah. But a lot of the times it's just a story, right? We need that. We're only connected to
Yeah.
him, right? He's the human to
Right,
us.
right. But this goes into like colonial constructs still. It's like even in your storytelling, you're subtly suggesting colonization. But I don't know. Maybe it's not. Like I'm just thinking about. It's like I didn't think about
Well,
it
no,
like
I
that.
don't think it's colonization unless he made them turn into him, right?
True. So maybe the real lesson was like it's bringing balance to the force because you needed the Avatar, you needed the Navi plus the Colonial because he was the bridge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's the only one who
Do you remember that?
he's the one that understood that humans can be like liars,
Like both worlds. Yeah,
both
yeah, yeah.
worlds. Yeah. So he had to, well, because he was doing that, right? His exact thing was just to actually in like get into their culture and then take over. But in a
Yeah,
way,
yeah.
he
That
did
was
do that. He still did do that, but in a way to protect them.
so. Maybe the real lesson is that we need to work in harmony with all things. The only way forward is if we join forces.
Yeah.
Maybe.